This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Rebels offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Canes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run play action. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He takes it at the 45. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A little floater there that falls incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw, it's back. Quickly complete.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Hurricanes are marching down the field. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Back to pass on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Red Wolves. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off play action on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass. It's back. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be
going for it all. Touchdown, Miami! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Sets up the screen. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
27, Coyotes, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Beal. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's back. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Daniels. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Miami!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
0.
And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Got it in the middle, it's Balvin. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had thrown.
Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So we'll see the offense offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on 2nd down for this offense.
Brings up 2nd down.
Handoff from the gun. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
For the offense.
They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Beal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down coming up.
Got his man. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
15. And first down for the offense.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Can't connect on his first throw. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're working that left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Wants to keep it in the air. Complete. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes. The defense putting points on the board.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Heaves it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It's a draw. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's back. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight.
Now, 4th down.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play.